setup with your background.
Yeah, thank you. Do you remember something?
Yes, I remember the Winsome Trophy. If you like, I can bring mine as well. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I have the
okay.
same
Yeah,
one.
show me. Yeah, show. One, two, three, four, five. You're missing one.
I'm missing one,
Yes.
but I just was there once, so maybe that's the reason.
Which
Mm,
which one?
I don't know. I have the weight for distance. I have the hammer. I have the stone. I have the cable. I think the weight over the bar is missing because I'm that bad in this event, so I didn't
Yeah.
win it.
I I can I do you hear me okay? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I can ask Peter.
Or maybe because I threw up in his house, maybe he has stolen mine. It was
That that's the
a
one.
day
Yeah.
not to remember.
So, how are you anyway?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Because
Yeah.
I miss my Dutch friends, to be honest.
Okay. What was the
Especially
last?
the Friesen friends. I miss a lot.
Yeah, you came over to Winsum.
Yeah, many years ago. I think it
How
was
long is that?
2000.
2012?
No, it must be something like 15 or 16,
Okay.
something like this.
And
Yeah,
how many World Masters was that only in Stuttgart?
I was only competing in Stuttgart. Yes.
Second place.
Second place in Stuttgart, yeah, behind maybe well-known guy Mike Tolkowitz, yeah.
Yeah.
And I lost the title against Mike in weight over the bar. So I don't think it's a shame to lose against
No,
the world record holder.
no, totally not. Totally not. No.
Unfortunately, it wasn't even close. I think he has beaten me by 1 meter or something.
But you never had the attention to go to the US for a World Masters or Switzerland?
Switzerland was not possible. We got the invitation for the Highland Games. It's a team competition, and I was there with Stefan and with Christina. And if you compete there as a team, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah,
and so Switzerland was not possible for me. I was thinking about the US from time to time, yeah.
yeah.
But I was never in such a good shape or never motivated enough to bring myself into a good shape to spend that much time and money, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But
And
you
with the new qualification standards, it's not that easy anymore.
no,
So
and the level of masters is going much more higher.
yeah,
Yeah, even in the 50 plus class. So we have to train harder, or that's your the own decision.
that's your own decision.
Yeah,
And my decision is, as always, yeah, having a better time in my life than training harder.
yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, for me, I even at my, let's say, even at my best seasons, yeah, I was training during winter time twice a week in the gym, and usually for 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, yeah,
Yeah.
for each session. And then I was during summertime I was throwing and not going to the gym, so I was always lazy with training.
Okay. Yeah.
So and this worked. This worked for a pretty long time. It worked quite well.
Yeah.
And but there is the point where things are getting slower, yeah.
Hmm.
And if you still do the same, then you get weak, you get slow, and then performance is not as expected or hoping, yeah. And that this was a hard lesson for me to learn. And I think that the COVID season broke my total will to train or to be
Yeah.
better than
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. Yeah. How old are you?
47.
47. Okay.
Yeah.
a youngster in the Masters.
Yeah, a youngster in the Masters, and I started with Highland Games, or with what we call Highland Games, pretty late.
Mm.
So I've done my first competition in Germany, in Osweiler, in 2009. So
Yeah.
it's not such a long time.
What brings you there to did you know then there was a Highland Games? Did you saw it somewhere or?
I think the Austrians have the, besides Scotland and maybe US, Canada, and maybe Australia, I think Austria has the longest history in Highland Games in Europe.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Yes, that's the reason why I'm here. Yeah, so this is something like a historical lesson for you and for
Yeah,
your audience.
interesting.
Um, there was a group of guys 42 years ago, and they came up with the nice idea to do Highland Games in Austria. So they took the kilts, or yeah, the shirts from their grandparents, yeah, and started
Yeah.
with Highland Games.
Okay.
And
Okay.
since then, yeah, since then they do, most of the time the same people are still there. They
Yeah.
do every year the Highland Games in the southern part of Austria, and this year it will be the 42nd consecutive Highland Games in Austria. So I
So
don't know many places who have that such a long history.
no, I didn't expect that. No,
Yeah,
really
but
not.
it's somehow Highland Games and somehow not. Yeah, because it was a drinking team, yeah, who came up with the idea. So they went to Scotland and they gave them a hammer, there.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
brought the hammer back, and now they have a mix of Austrian culture and Scottish games. So usually you start the day with hammer throwing.
Yeah.
Hammer throwing without blades, without taki, just the poor hammer. And then the next event is the most important event of the day. It's beer drinking for time. So you
Yeah.
have to drink half a liter of beer as fast as you can. And it's a team competition. So it's not one on one, it's a team
Okay.
competition. So you go there, and every time you are there is a lottery, and
Mhm.
then you select your teammate, or you get an opponent
Yeah.
or teammate.
Yeah.
And so it's hammer throwing, it's beer drinking. And
It's serious, but also a little bit fun.
it's serious, but also big fun. To be
Yeah.
honest, big fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
And
know that.
then you have some tug of war. 2-on-2 tug of war is a pretty tough stuff. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you have weight over the bar
But how
that you
many
can use.
athletes are you talking about then?
Usually it's between 12 to 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have weight over the bar. You have caber toss for distance, but it's more toothpick than a caber. But if you're not trained for this, every caber is hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know. And
Yeah.
then there's one special event. It's called egg tossing. Yeah. So you have a raw egg.
Yeah.
One has to throw, and the other one has to catch it.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's
What
it's it's
what what
it's
what what is the distance between them?
usually you win around 25 to 27 meters. You win the event. Yeah.
Aye.
But
So
during the and based on these Highland Games, there were some big ones, yeah. And you see one of my shirt, yeah. These
yeah.
were by far the biggest Highland Games ever held in Europe. It was located in a mountain, and it was a 5 people per team competition.
Yeah.
And we in prime time we had more than 70 teams there, male, and more than 20 female teams there. So it was more than, let's say, more than 500 people competing in Highland Games during 2 days.
That's amazing. I
That's
I really
amazing.
didn't expect that from Austria. No.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a little bit small. No,
No, no, we had we had, we
I
had the big
even
ones.
don't know how big it is in Switzerland because I know some athletes and uh,
Yeah.
that they have there also competitions, but I didn't expect it. No, that's real funny. Funny
But
to
yeah,
know for
but
everyone. So
this is fun Highland Games, yeah,
yeah,
and originally it started really serious. So it was in the year 2000. I was on vacation with some of my friends,
yeah,
and at this time I was pretty good at track and field. I was reasonable good hammer thrower, a good shot putter. I could also throw the discus a little bit. And
Yeah.
I was during my vacation, I was looking for a hammer throw competition. And as they had hammer throw there,
Yeah.
I found there's some hammer throw you have to wear a kilt. So I went to my mother. Mom, I need a kilt. Yeah, she had one. So we asked our mothers, grandparents, whatever, to take a kilt, and we were 5 people there in the year 2000, and we competed there with the Highland Games. I came there with the expectation it's totally serious,
Yeah.
but as you heard about the events, it was not that serious, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
also enjoyed the big 5 per team competitions, and it was huge. It was a few thousand people were in the audience. It was a big party over 2 days, but as things get big, people start money is involved, and
Yeah.
as money is involved,
Yeah.
people start to make things different, complain, yeah, and they were fighting or discussing hours, yeah. If you get a penalty for having some drops when drinking your beer and all those things, and I was still competitive athlete. I wanted to do something different, and so we started together with Robert Katzenbeißer. You maybe know him for sure.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
Robert.
Yeah. I throw once against him. Yeah.
Yes. And with my friend Marcus and some other guys, we started with what we call original Highland games. Yeah, so like similar like the Scottish guys did. It was more like a crossover event, and
Yeah.
we started in 2006, and we had beside the best track and field athletes. So we had the best shot putters, we had the best hammer throwers there. We
Yeah.
also had Ralph Baer there, who was at this time third at the world's strongest man. So it was strength athletes and Highland and some of the track and field athletes, and also some of the fun Highland games. So it was a great mix. And from this point on, our games in Vienna evolved and developed. And 2009, I started with Ostweiler. And from
Yeah.
that point, everything went really fast.
Yeah. Did you have only one federation in Austria, the Highland Game Federation?
AHGF, the
Yeah.
Austrian Highland Games
Yeah.
Federation.
Yeah.
Yes, and we have no athletes anymore because there are still some of the fun Highland Games, but those people are not interested into something serious.
No.
And we have just a very limited number of throwers from track and field, so there is no real potential there. And
Yeah.
we have no big Highland Games like you have it in Switzerland or Germany. So when Stefan and myself stopped throwing, I think Highland Games are history in Austria.
Okay. Okay. But when did you decide to go to Germany and Scotland? You know, we
2009 we went. 2009 we went to Germany,
Hmm.
and it was fun. And then I think in 2010 we went again, and also 2011. And after 2011, Robert wrote an article to Francis Brebner about the performance of David Fry and myself.
Yeah.
And the performance was really reasonable. And at this time, we got the invitation for the European Amateur Championships, as well to the Amateur World Championships in Spokane, USA.
Yeah.
And that was something like a jump start.
But you throwed in or you compete in a lot of different countries for
Yeah.
Germany, Hungary, and Norway, Scotland, of course.
Yes,
What
Switzerland,
Switzerland? Yeah.
Serbia,
Yeah.
in the
What
US.
what is your best memory of that? Which competition of doing that?
Um, the my most favorite game as an athlete is Isle of Skye Highland Games.
Yeah, I was there.
I know.
When was that?
We went there. I
2000,
think 15 or something.
2019.
19.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So for athletes, and if you're at your prime level for athletes, Isle of Skye is great. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like in a very narrow stadium. You have a big audience. Everything is just when you
Great
throw,
location.
everything
Yeah,
is stopped. Yeah. So you get the full attention of everybody. So this
yeah,
is a real cool place. And
yeah.
usually you have great athletes there.
Do you remember the hill race? You
Yes,
know? Yeah,
it's incredible. Yeah, you have to look to the hill to find the small flag,
yeah,
and they run away. The first ones come back very soon.
yeah. And also different ages,
Yeah,
youngsters and all these. And when they
yeah,
come back with a penny or something,
yeah,
there's blood everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
also at the Abernethy, you were there also? Yeah, yeah,
Nancy Bridges case. It's the friendly games they call themselves,
yeah,
and it's also one of my favorite. I think I was there 5, 6, or 7 times.
yeah,
I have some very nice friends there. Hello, Harry Hancock.
yeah.
I hope you see this. Yeah. Um,
Harry is now serious.
yeah, and yeah, you see everything. You have there. You have a band competition there. You have
Yeah,
some sprints, some light events.
yeah,
You have a great announcer, a great team there, and it's Nessie Bridge is really one of my favorite games. Yeah, the
yeah,
Sky Nessie Bridge is great, and of course there are some really cool ones. Bremar, yeah, if you have the chance to compete in Bremar,
yeah,
even the games doesn't like me because I was there 3 times in perfect shape,
yeah,
and I was always throwing really bad. It's throwing in front of the queen or now in front of the king is something very very special.
yeah. Great memories.
Yes, many great memories. Yeah,
And Fürstenwalde, you were also.
first in Valde, I was.
I did some little homework. No.
Then you're pretty sure that we were once to Belgium games.
Yeah,
And I was once competing in Netherlands together with Patrick van Antwerpen and Wilfried van Est at the local hero team.
yeah.
So I was for one day I was Dutch. Yeah. I was competing in France. I was Bressuire.
Yeah,
Bressuire is a great. It's also one of my favorite games. It's a great audience. It's a great location in the castle. So really cool people there. So really enjoyed it. I was at Lusarge games. So with the Kelly the day before, it's really some really cool memories.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, and about I saw a picture from you doing ice hockey. What's that all about?
Once a year I'm playing ice hockey. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
just once a year. I'm the president of one of an ice hockey supporters club.
yeah.
So we are standing behind the goal and cheering and shouting. Yeah. So and I'm one of the president of one of our supporters clubs here in
Yeah,
Vienna, and once a year we go to play ice hockey. So of course we played ice hockey in Vienna when we were younger and the lake was frozen.
yeah.
It was cool, but since a couple of years, once a year we go with the full equipment. We go to the rink and and try our best.
And the Frans Kastenberger competitions?
Yeah. I
You,
think France also does some competitions, but it's more related to ultra throwing and shotorama and all those stuff. He tried to do some Highland games, but for most of the Highland games events, you need special trained people, and
yeah,
you need some equipment and you need some space. Yeah,
yeah. But he's
and
doing also the strongman competitions. You have to.
yeah, he's doing some crossovers. He's do the
Yeah,
let's say the Bavarian stone lifting. So France does many different kind of competitions in his
yeah,
area, and it's cool. Yeah,
yeah. But
it's
I mean also you organize also competitions, and I saw a picture from you
yeah.
that you also lifting weights.
I also did sometimes this Bavarian stone lifting. Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
but I'm not strong. I'm not strong. Peter Kasboma was in Vienna and he tried it and he really enjoyed it. It's
yeah. That's
Peter
for
is
sure.
perfect for Bavarian stone lifting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But and injuries, you never had a bad injury.
Just from skiing a couple of years ago, but never from throwing or from training.
Yeah.
If you don't train too much, you can't hurt yourself too much.
So asking you what kind of workout you do, then
It's boring. Yeah, of course,
yeah,
we do the same regular stuff like everybody. We do some weightlifting. We do some jumps. We
yeah,
do some core strengths. We do some pulls. Um, that's it. So there is no secret, and usually we don't follow any big program. So
no,
at
no,
the end of the season, we are going to have a barbecue at Robert's house, and then we think about the first half winter what we are doing, and during winter vacation or around New Year, we start with the second block. And the last couple of years, we were throwing through the winter time.
yeah,
This year, we decided not going to throw. It's every year it's somehow different, and usually we only do things we like, and that's a problem. Why we are not, or where I am not getting better, because if you just do things you are good in, yeah, and you
yeah,
like, you
yeah.
have some big deficits. Like my weight over the bar was always really bad. It was
I
not
can,
bad, it
I,
was really
I can,
bad.
I can shake your hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I, I, I
So we
already,
should,
I already said it many times, but
yeah, so we should found the bad weight over the bar club, and I'm pretty sure there are some other
yeah,
people in the world who will join us there.
or we have to vote for skip that event.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, and it's a shame, because it's one of the coolest events.
Yeah,
It's like a duel, one on one. It's get higher, and the audience is very very much into it. It's easy to watch, and I was always bad with this one. So this is the only thing I was never happy in my whole throwing career. Never ever.
no, no. For me, the same, and I really serious try to fix it, but no, it's not my thing. And
So you
other
were one step closer to get it, because I never tried to fix it.
no other athletes give me a lot of advice, and no, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. So I have no clue how it works. Yeah. I think I was strong enough for, let's say, 4.5 meters. I was fast enough. I was everything. Yeah.
No,
But my body said no. You're not.
but deceive, Sieve, that's the event I really like. Okay, I can throw higher, but that's a event I really like to do.
I just had it once at Spokane, at the Enumclaw Highland Games,
Hmm.
and no score. It was the first time for me. it was I was not really well prepared, and this was the first time I met Michael Dickens. He was also here at
Yeah,
your Kilted Taste.
yeah,
Yeah, that was the first time for me to meet Michael Dickens.
yeah, yeah. Uh, and if you don't do anything, train or throwing, what kind of work are you doing?
I just have a boring computer job.
Oh,
I travel a lot. Yeah, it's like a computer sales. Yeah, for computers which are not available at stores. Yeah, so some special computers, modules, so everything for industrial applications. Yeah, so you will see our products, maybe 10 times a day, and you will not even recognize it.
yeah. Okay. So you
So
sitting on your on your office, and okay,
yes, I'm
that
sitting
it,
I'm sitting in a home office, so no time. There is no time for me to train during work. Like Peter works at the farm, so he's strong by nature and
mm,
strong from his job. Yeah, and I'm just, at some point maybe I was too good, and then I stopped training because it was enough. Yeah,
yeah,
and for myself, for my targets, it was enough. And if there is a point when talent is not enough, yeah, and hard work pays off.
yeah,
And I remember when I was in the US with David Frey, we went to Adidas shop, and he bought me a shirt. There was written "Champions are made in the off season." Yeah, and maybe that's the reason why I was never a champion. Yeah.
oh, oh, okay. But asking you for a moment, asking you for your future plans. I hope you continue. And do we see you again in Europe, Germany, or Netherlands, of course? Or
Yes, many years ago, I told everybody I will stop at 40.
yeah, yeah,
It's the same when I tell everybody next season I will throw with less weight, yeah, because I will reduce my body weight, yeah, and it's every year, next year, and next year, next year, and for sure, yeah. I still like competitions,
hmm,
and I still like throwing in Scotland. I think there are only a few people in Europe from mainland Europe who was throwing more than me over the last, let's say, 10 or 12 years in Scotland. So I really enjoyed it.
yeah,
And even I enjoy it now when I'm really bad at throwing. Yeah.
yeah,
But I can enjoy the audience. I can throw without pressure. Yeah. And I really enjoy it there. And for sure, you will see me somewhere throwing in the field. If I get an invitation, I
yeah,
try to go wherever I'm invited. Yeah. If it's possible for me
yeah,
from timing, yeah, why not? Because I met so many nice people with Highland Games all over the years. So, and I really like to travel to meet people, and whoever has a cool competition, think of myself. Yeah,
I think you
and
have to.
I might join you.
I think you have to come to Hulst in the Netherlands, or we had in Hengelo, in Beckham calls it the Highland Games Twente. I think that's. I know for sure you will like that too.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, so if it's possible, I like to go there. I also see there is a group of Czech guys coming up. You're not just beside Vlad. Yeah, Vlad is
Yeah,
doing in Scotland a really good job. But
yeah,
there are also some people, some locals in Czech Republic. They have now a series, I think, with 7 or 8 games, and it's really cool throwing there.
yeah,
And maybe there's the opportunity for me going there this year as well. And of course, I want to go once more time to Switzerland.
yeah. This I don't know the name yet, but it's from. I saw it from Frans Ritter. He sent
Yeah.
me an invite for the. I can have a look on it. No, it's not the.
And my season starter will be this year again with Andy Deutschle
Okay,
in
yeah,
Nürtingen at the Highland Games. Yeah,
yeah,
because I work now for a German company in this region. So when I'm there, Andy Deutschle is almost my neighbor. He is in the next village, and there is the competition. I think 4th of May, and this will be my season opener. If possible,
okay, yeah.
I will be there.
Well, I Appelwiller, the Appelwiller Highland Games.
Villa, yes, I
Yeah,
also saw it. Yes.
yeah. Die en die Duitsler games. I really like to want to compete there, but it's for me
4th of May, you should go there.
it's a eight. I think it's an 8 hour drive. So who knows? But yeah,
Or maybe you take the plane to Stuttgart or the train,
uh,
whatever. So
uh, in the beginning, I'm speaking maybe 10, 15 years ago. You know, I don't care about driving long distance. A 6, 7 hour drive, also to Fürstenwalde. For me, 6, 7 hours drive. After the game, going home. Next day, work. But yeah, over 50
yeah, that's the reason why I was throwing that much in Scotland,
yeah,
because I can go to Germany and it takes me 7 hours minimum drive
yeah,
wherever I'm going, and
yeah,
then I have 1 day competition, or I entered the plane Friday after work to Scotland, and I can throw Saturday, Sunday, yeah,
yeah,
and Monday I'm back in the office, yeah. So
yeah,
for me, this is more. Yeah, it was more throwing, yeah, for the same amount of time I have to spend.
yeah. About your other, do you have other hobbies, or did you watch other sports?
Watch, yes. So I like watching sports in general. Of
Yeah,
course, I love to watch ice hockey. Yeah, this is
yeah,
my favorite sport to watch.
yeah,
But I watch a lot of sports, and when there are Olympics, even summer or winter Olympics,
yeah.
I I would like to see every sports at the same time. Yeah, I should buy 5 TVs and watch everything. Yeah, because at a high level, yeah, every sport is amazing to watch.
Uh,
Yeah,
I think I have the same as you. I like to see watch a lot of other sports. Only football I don't like.
I
But
don't care. I
uh,
watch from time to time. What I am doing, like some other throwers, yeah, and you see it if you follow the some of them. I play golf,
okay,
so
yeah,
even if you don't believe, I play golf, and I really enjoy it. I'm playing golf,
yeah,
but for me, up to now, golf is not a sport. It's like a hobby, and I play and I like it, but I don't see it as a competition sport for me today. Of course,
yeah,
I play some competitions,
yeah.
but I don't take it that serious as I was taking Highland games. Yeah.
Mm.
So
But
and I
the Olympics is are very close to you. 26. Your
the winter, yes,
yeah. Are you going?
Martina, no.
No.
I'm like a Scottish guy. I don't want to spend money. But I don't want to spend money on tickets and on expensive hotels. Yeah.
Here
Um,
comes the lazy part.
Here comes the lazy part, and you can ask whoever you ask here. You will always find out that I like to spend my money for food and for drinks and for having a good time. Yeah. It's, maybe it was not always smart, but it was always good fun.
But you, of course, you will look at the Olympics.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
And,
uh,
and
well,
if you have once the chance to have Jimmy van der Walle for your podcast, yeah, just ask him about the rabbit. Yeah.
the rabbit.
Yes.
Okay.
Just ask about the rabbit. Pretty sure he still hates me for the rabbit, but it was too much fun not to do it at this time.
uh,
Maybe maybe 10 years or 15 years later I would not do it there, but at that time it was yeah.
uh, and music. You listen music to listen. Of course, you listen to music. Everyone does, but
Yes, I listen to the music, but not very intensive. Yeah, I like many kind of music, and but I'm not a big music enthusiast. So
uh,
I listen to radio. I like pop music. I like rock. I like let's say
everything.
there is something called like Austro pop from the 80s and 90s. Yeah,
Yeah.
some traditional
Uh,
special style Austrian music. Yeah. So not Volksmusik or no, it's more with
oh, I
singing and
thought so.
guitars and with so this is what I like, but I'm not a huge fan.
I see you blowing on the Waldhorn, but
Yeah, maybe I should give it a try. I wanted. I bought. How is it called?
oh yeah,
Um,
we call it an
we call it Mundharmonika. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
I bought it and I bought the books. Yeah, but I have really no feeling, no talent, nothing for it. Yeah, but
No,
I still have the plan that I at least I want to play some easy songs
did you
because
ever
it's
did you ever try to play on a bagpipe?
no, but my girlfriend tries to.
Yeah, I tried twice, but
How was it?
bad. No,
So you mean the general sound of a bagpipe, or you're playing?
everything. You have to push.
Yeah,
You know
it's
how it
tough.
works, but no,
It's
no. I
really
wish
tough.
I could, but
yeah, it's something really really cool, something nice, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's really 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 hard, yeah.
yeah. Did
That's amazing at these sports, you know. If you come to the sports, it's everything is new, and there are so many nice people, and I
yeah,
think at least at my level, yeah, there's a difference. So we try to help each other. We build up relationship. We build
yeah.
up friendships for a very very long time. I don't have the feeling this works in many other sports. Yeah,
It's also, I think it's also a little bit hard to say, okay, I'm quit, I'm done, and you don't see me again, because you know so much different athletes from everywhere. You know,
yeah,
I think no one want to miss that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's exactly the
yeah,
real cool point with Highland Games.
hmm,
But we know that there was a guy called Manfred Höberl who was had the biggest biceps on earth, and he was second strongest man.
yeah,
He was competing in the 90s in Highland Games, and it was told he was great with the hammer, with weight for distance, with everything, yeah. But we could not find any results from Manfred. So it's hard, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and if you go to Scotland, no one cares about results. You know, it's they just care about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, money, 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 yeah, and
yeah,
that's it. So usually you
yeah.
don't have any results, or your name is written wrong on trophies. Yeah, they don't care too much about it. Yeah,
No, no, no. I
but it's
I think it's something for yourself.
yeah,
But
the cool thing is, if you go to Scotland, if you win a trophy and they put the name on the trophy, it's cool to see who else won the trophy the years before. And
yeah,
it's really, really amazing to have my name and some of really cool trophies in Scotland. That's what I really like. And going back there after some years, like you mentioned Nessie Bridge, yeah. So I could show my girlfriend here, look at the year, yeah. Here's the name on the trophy, yeah. And here it was it was won by Scott Ryder before, and Aaron Neighbor,
hmm,
and Alistair Gunn,
yeah,
and Gregor Edmonds, and it was cool to show my name, to see my name on the same
yeah.
trophy. This is something really cool.
That's what I mean. So it's a little piece of history.
Yes, that's now a piece of history.
Yeah, yeah. But I like I always did watch the results from other athletes, of even is it speed ice skating, or
Mm,
biathlon, of who did win the ski jumping the 20, 30 years. I really like to read
yes,
those things.
yeah.
Huh?
That's yeah.
Yeah,
This is what I fully understand. Yeah,
yeah. And that's also for the Highland Games. Who did what? That's my interest.
Austria is good.
Yeah.
Austria is pretty well documented. Yeah.
Hmm.
Thanks to Robert Katzenbeißer, we have
Yeah.
everything in our on our webpage.
Is
Of course,
Robert still throwing?
yes and no. So we are training together in winter, because
Yeah.
Robert is the only reason why I'm still throwing, because he kicks my ass every winter. Come on, Martin, yeah, fat man, let's do it. Let's do some work, and he keeps me throwing. He coaches me with technique, yeah. So and I know Robert for more than 30 years now. To be honest, I think now more than 35 years, and since 30 years we are
Yeah.
training together. First track and field, yeah, and now with Highland Games, in his basement gym, where we have all the possibilities you need if you
Yeah.
want to throw far. So, and Robert is still throwing, but more focusing on let's say track and field again, on shot put and on discus throw,
Yeah.
because the implements are just lighter, and at a certain point, it's not fun throwing a 12.7 kilogram weight for distance, or a 19.2 kilogram weight
No.
over the barrel weight for distance. It's to be honest, it's not fun, yeah, anymore. If
No.
you're strong, if you're powerful, if you're fast, it's cool, because everything throws yeah, the throws are good and it's fun. But at a certain age, I see it's more fun throwing a 1.5 kilo discus, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It it's with 60 plus master 60 plus also. No? The weights become lighter.
but it's a
The
long way for me to go master 60
hey,
plus.
the heavy hammer is for us is the
7
how do you
kilo.
yeah, that is for them the heavy hammer.
Yeah,
Um,
long time to go.
I have to wait just a few years.
We will see what's
Yeah,
going on.
I don't know. And sometimes I had moments that I thought from, okay, maybe it's better for me to quit, but just what I said before is there are too much reasons to go on to
Yeah,
continue. So yeah,
I really enjoy it. Yeah, and but I also like enjoying playing golf. Yeah, so there are many things to enjoy. And if we go now to Scotland, yeah, of course I still do some Highland games. Yeah, not the big ones anymore,
no,
just the small ones. Yeah, but one day I'm playing golf, the next day I'm doing Highland games, one day sightseeing. And I remember times when we did 9 events in a row. Yeah, and just when you usually if you have people throwing 2 days in a row, they feel totally exhausted and they look like they were gonna die very soon. And we were doing 9 events, yeah. So 9 days throwing in a row, and
yeah,
usually 5 events or 8 events. And so throwing in Scotland is something really, really different. Yeah? So you have to be very carefully looking to the results because you see, okay, I would want this and that and whatever. But
hmm,
throwing in Scotland is they don't care about implements. It's they throw the same hammer since 50 years. Yeah, they don't care if it's 6 kilo or 12 kilo. Yeah, it's
yeah,
the hammer there, and they don't care
yeah.
if it's going uphill, downhill, if the
No,
grass is muddy or what. No
it's,
one cares.
that's
So
the
you can
same as that's the same as the weight for distance and weight over bar from Ice Love Sky. No,
the
yeah,
how is it called?
yeah. I'll
The
give
block
it.
weight. They have a
Give it.
block weight for weight for distance. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
25 kilo block weight around it. Yeah,
No
it's
chain at all.
no thumb grip possible. So
No,
it's
oh, no.
that's and that's the reason why you can't compare results from Scotland to, let's say, perfect throwing conditions. What they have most of the time in the US. Yeah? So they have flat fields, perfect implements,
Uh,
dry, perfect grass cut, and everything is perfect there. And in Scotland, it's more nature. Yeah? But
uh,
for me, the funny thing is, all over the world, they throw stones. They throw stones there
yeah,
for the shot put because it's the typical way how to do it in Highland games.
yeah,
It's everywhere in the world the same except in Scotland. In
yeah,
Scotland they have shots, yeah. So
yeah, yeah. Uh, well, I think that's also the fun part. They in different countries, different rules, different weights, whatever.
yeah,
That's also the fun part.
yes,
Different
that's
people, different athletes. Uh,
best or the moment where I was most proud of myself is I think it was 2017. I need to check, or maybe you can check, Wiebe. There was a Highland Games in Vienna, and there was Peter Kastbuma, there was Jimmy van de Walde and Vladislav Tulacek
in Vienna.
uh, in Vienna,
Yeah.
and I think I won this day the light hammer. Uh,
Okay.
I think it was the light hammer and not the
Yeah.
heavy one, but winning the hammer against these three guys, yeah,
Yeah.
is really amazing. Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah.
this day I was really proud of myself. Yeah.
Did you still know the distance at that time?
It was something 38 something or something.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
I was throwing the heavy one was more than 30 meters, but I didn't win. But I think I won the light one.
Hmm.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so. And for me, the most amazing competition I was ever. Again with my friends Peter and Jimmy, and we were at the first, let's say, official IHGF Amateur World Championships in Spokane in the US.
Mm-hmm.
It was all over. Yeah, and after all these years, I can say it was really frustrating there. So it was not very well organized. Many things were not as expected. The crowd was just a small one.
Yeah. Okay.
So many disappointing things, but just a lineup, yeah. Or at this time, yeah, Matt Vincent became world champion. It was amateur world championship, and later this year he became second at the pros. There
Mm.
was Spencer Tyler there. There was Nathan Burchett throwing. There was Peter Karst, Jimmy. It was David Frey from Germany. There was Duncan McCallum was there. John Neal was there. He was a 20-meter shot putter. And there was from Canada, Josh Goldthorpe. And
Yeah.
I think beside me, all others went pro afterwards. So I was the only one who didn't do any pro world championships or pro competitions afterwards. Yeah. So I was always the lazy guy, but the lineup there was incredible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but that is a great memory.
For sure it was a great memory, and we
Yeah.
had a great time with our friend Amin Amroun from France.
Oh yeah.
So at least we won the competition at the bar against the Americans. This was the only one we won against them,
Yeah.
and we had really great time and some very nice memories, and the friendship between Peter and Jimmy and myself is still very a good one.
Yeah. That's. I think that was also the reason that you were in Winsome. You know. I think you were.
Yes,
How many times did you throw in Winsome?
just once.
Just once.
They gave me the
And what? Yeah. And
the
why
complete
did?
set.
And you get. And they gave you the four.
Gave just
Yeah.
the four. Yeah, you have the five. Yeah,
Yeah.
so one is
Well,
missing.
I will ask Peter. I think he will. I think he will see this. He will send one to you.
No, no, he should not send it to me. Yeah, if there is one more, yeah, I have to get it by myself. So I have to go there to ask for it. Yeah, and then he can
No.
hand it over to me personally.
Okay.
That's how friends do it. Yeah,
And sign it.
and sign it for sure. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
if you can you give some advice to youngsters, and also, of course, in I hope some youngsters in Austria also watching this, and they enjoyed your story, and they also would like to begin in the Highland Games. What should they do?
First of all, go to a track and field club and learn how to throw,
Yeah,
because learning to throw is the basic, yeah. And then get someone who is already involved in the Highland Games. Between Highland Games and track and field is
yeah,
kind of little bit different. And then gain as much experience as possible, throw as many different places as possible, go to Scotland, enjoy your time there, build up
yeah.
friendships,
Uh,
and stay with the sport for a very, very long time.
are they doing track and field on a school?
Yes, but
Okay.
just very small, yeah. And
Yeah,
that's to be honest, if you want to have a world class athlete, yeah,
yeah,
you have to learn how to throw, and you see it at many people who are strong and who are good with throwing. Yeah, there is always a difference if you have the base like 19 or 20 meters shot putter, like
yeah,
we have some in our sports, or we had some in our sports. Their base is a totally different than mine with 14 meters, yeah. And
yeah,
even 14 meters compared to someone who never did shot put when he was young, is almost impossible to reach. Yeah? So you have to learn how to throw, and especially the shot. Yeah? You have to learn it. You have to understand the mechanics of shot putting, and then you can convert it to the Highland Games.
yeah. But how do you get some implements for the Highland Games? Then they have to
Yeah.
contact the Austrian Federation.
Yes, you can give us a call, or and we will guide you through. There are some Germans or some guys from the Netherlands who are
Yeah,
doing great implements. We made some of our implements by ourselves.
yeah, okay,
I
yeah,
like them a lot, and usually, if you have someone who is able to weld and to cut steel, it's not that hard. You can buy rings online, yeah. So
yeah.
it's not it's most of the implements are not too hard to get. A great hammer is harder, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the wooden handle. This is tough. And if you live in a city like I live in Vienna, it's almost impossible to get great cables. That's a really issue.
Okay, I thought there was wood enough.
Yeah, there is wood enough. And if you ask the new president of the United States, he says we have cities in trees, yeah.
Yeah.
And but no, we live we live on the ground, yeah. And having a tree and getting a cable
Yeah.
is two different pairs of shoes.
Yeah. As an athlete, if I want to throw in Austria, which game should I go to?
There is no game. So
Oh,
you can, if you want to have, let's say, what you call Highland games or what we call Highland games, yeah. Let us know, and we can organize a backyard game with after games barbecue, yeah, what I really like. And if you want to experience the original Austrian style Highland games,
you have
yeah,
to
then
learn
you have
drink beer.
to come to us end of September, and then we go to the south of Austria, and I will introduce you to the oldest Highland Games club in Austria.
Oh, okay, okay. I I know. I think I can guess what's coming. Don't count the next day.
It's not too bad, yeah.
uh, hmm, okay. Hey, and uh, you compete in a world championship, European championships. Also, the European championship. Where was that? In Brazil or was it in Fürstenwalde?
No, no, the European was in Hungary.
In
It was
Hungary. Oh,
in
with
Brück.
Wilbert also.
Wolbert was. I don't think Wolbert was there. No.
Wilbert
Um,
did compete in Hungary European championship.
no, this year when the winner was Peter Kars. The second was, I think, Oscar Brugemanis, and I got
No,
third.
this is a different. That is a
Yeah,
different competition. Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
this was, I think, this was 2011. So I
No,
did, I did, I think, five, five, five amateur worlds. I did one. Was it European in France? I think it was once European Championships.
you
There
were
was
also
once
in Norway.
I was I was once I was in Andoy. It was a very small village up in the north, which was also a very very nice memory. It was the sun was shining whole night, and it was a nice
Yeah.
group of people there. Lisbeth
Yeah.
has a great place there, so it was really cool. And many
Marmelkreuk. Marmel.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. This
Yeah.
was really cool. Yeah. And afterwards, I was two or three times at FIFA.
I've
Was
never
it? That
been
was
there. Only I was only in Andoy,
Andor
2013.
was really
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Sophia was, I think, three times. I was at FIFA, maybe. I was at Fürstenwalde. I was in the US. I was doing once the SHGA Worlds in Loch Lomond from the Scottish Federation.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, once the Masters World Championships in Stuttgart. So many
Where
different countries and games.
where do you have all those trophies?
If you are not good enough, you don't get many trophies. Yeah. So no, I don't. I'm not a big trophy collector. Yeah. So
Winning the first one is very nice, and the number two and three also, of course, and then
yeah,
later
get.
on,
I,
it's
I, I started I started with track and field in 1989,
yeah,
and after some time, you have many trophies, medals,
yeah,
certificates at home, and um, most of them are not that important for me here. I just keep some really special ones I keep, and
yeah.
of course it's cool to see some to bring up some memories from time to time.
That's what I
Um,
do also. Keep with the I keep the trophies and medals with the best memories.
yeah.
You know,
So how did you call it? The master's mindset.
masters for 50 plus mindset.
Okay. Yeah. I saw Peter Cast throwing last year at the Masters, yeah, against Scott Hutchinson. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think they already have this Masters mindset, yeah.
No. But that will come. You know, when you're over 50 and over 60, it's okay.
When the first time I was in Scotland, I was throwing at Perth Highland Games, and I was throwing the weight for distance 20 meters and 11 centimeters. So at this time, I think it was my best or close to my PB.
Yeah.
I got eighth and last in this event, so I was
Well,
I was not
I have personal
really happy.
best. I have personal best from my 40s,
Yeah,
and then no, I have personal best from my 40s to 44 and 54, 94, and now the 50s, because you can throw. Of course, you can throw what you did 15
yeah.
years ago. No, because yeah,
But
that's
that's
what I
also something I'm still. It was hard for me to accept. Yeah,
yeah
and this is something I had to learn from Stefan. Yeah, I'm not sure if you know my friend Stefan Dumitrica, who is Romanian but lives in Austria and whatever.
yeah
If we need him for an international competition, he's Romanian, and if we need him for a team competition, he's Austrian, and he is a very good educated throwing coach and very much into everything with throwing. And I always told him, I don't understand. I can still lift the same weights I was doing 5 or 7 years ago, and
yeah
my throws were much better. And he said, Martin, the difference is, yeah, at this time, yeah, you could snatch 110 kilo because you were fast enough to throw 14 meters to shot. Yeah,
yeah
but means 14 meters, I can throw 110 kilo. If I can snatch now 110 kilos, it doesn't mean I'm fast enough to throw 14 meters to shot. Yeah? And
yeah
this took some time to understand. And even with squats, I became stronger and stronger, but my
yeah.
performance went down and down. And I was not willing to accept this. And I had to learn it. And now I got it. Yeah.
So
And there is a big difference between feeling good, throwing good, yeah, and
yeah
throwing far, yeah.
yeah
So last year I started with my throws without a measuring tape, and everything felt like not too bad, and I was taking steps like not too bad, not too bad.
yeah
And after a couple of weeks, I came up with the measurement tape, and then the reality was different. Yeah.
yeah yeah. But I also had moments that I was really pissed off after a game because I didn't throw what I expect from myself. But now I'm more you know it's more from okay, it's I did all the best I can, and this is it.
This happened to me very often to Bremar. So and usually Bremar is end of August, beginning of September, and
Yeah
this means in Austria we have 35 degrees, and
yeah
I love the heat. I love to throw in the heat, and I was throwing like hell. I had amazing numbers, and
yeah
everything was perfect, and everything was prepared to have a great games at Bremar games. And every time I showed up there, it was 10 degrees in the morning, slightly raining.
Mm.
And I had no chance. I was freezing. I was slow, and I was always very, very much disappointed at Bremar. So that's the reason why I call Bremar like I like Bremar games, but the Bremar games doesn't like me. Yeah.
I throw everywhere uh, uh, very well. Then I had a competition in Germany. It does it doesn't run. You know, nothing feels good. Weight for distance didn't work. My caber, I couldn't toss it, and then suddenly Germany likes me.
So maybe I need to go one more time to Bremar. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
not sure if they still allow me to compete there. But maybe I should give it one more try.
yeah. But
Let me see.
but yeah, most games in Germany are really exciting. You know, the crowd and everything around it, market, the music,
Yeah.
throwing, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have once the chance, you should go to check to Suchrov Highland Games. I'm not sure if the pronunciation is right. It's a mega beautiful castle, and in the garden they have
Where is that?
Suchrov, Syrochov. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And it's a nice castle, and they have the same like in Germany, the market and everything, and it's really really nice there.
Hmm?
And they also do some Highland games, but it's a in the morning hours they do the qualification with different implements, and in the afternoon they do the real Highland games, which is really crazy, which is a great audience, big show. It's really amazing to throw there. It's not very safe, to be honest. It's really
Oh,
it's really challenging, yeah. And
yeah,
better not thinking about everything and then praying, yeah. Especially with the hammer, it's good if you can throw over 40 meters because nobody is after 40 meters. So this was really crazy, and I hope they change it, yeah. But from the crowd and from the announcer, even I don't understand anything there. Yeah. It was really really amazing and really nice games and cool place, and the ambient of the castle is really nice.
yeah, yeah. Those are the best places. Just
Yes,
like in France, we spoke about it.
yes, Bressuire,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
amazing, yeah,
yeah.
cool place.
Absolutely. Well, uh, Herr Martin Schiller, yeah, may I thank you for your story, and
It was
I I think I didn't only learn something, but I think many more will be surprised that Austria has a great history in Highland games.
a long history. Yes,
47 years.
42 years,
42.
42. Yeah,
Okay.
and
Well,
there are
that,
many more stories to tell about this. Yeah, but maybe you have time a little bit in a couple of years. Yeah,
yeah.
then I can tell you the history about the kilt in Austria, because in Austria we are sure that we invented the kilt. Yeah, and it was not the Scottish guys. And I can. This is a different story. Viva, thanks for inviting me.
Yes.
It's always great seeing you, talking to you, and
It
I hope I have a chance this year or maybe next year sharing the field with you and
yes.
with your Dutch and Frisian friends.
You're
And
you're
I want
you're more than welcome.
and I want to take this opportunity to say hello to everybody out there who was ever throwing with me, and I hope we see each other again. And thanks, and have a good year 2025.
I hope the same for you, Martin. And of course, it was an honor to have you. And I think we'll see each other somewhere. I
I
hope in
hope
the Netherlands. I hope in the
I
Netherlands.
hope so.
Well, thank you,
Great.
my friend.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. That was fun, eh?
It was big fun. Yeah, it's
Moment.
it's cool. I like it, and I like to talk about the Highland Games.
Yeah, yeah,
It's really cool. And, after so many years, it's some also talking about it brings back some of the
yeah,
great memories. Yeah. So I really enjoyed I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and I enjoyed most of the games. I enjoyed, and I enjoyed most of the people. Yeah, some you like more, some not that much. Yeah, but you build some great friends.
yeah.
That's cool.
Well, and if you're talking about it just like now, then it's saying, okay, I'm quit. I'm quitting with everything. It's not easy, and
Yes, that's
it makes you realize, hey, I go on as long as I like, of course, and my body wants it.
yeah. That's the strange thing with my body, as I was never training that much. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I was never training when I was exhausted. So usually when I went to train, let's say from 20 years on, yeah. In the beginning, of course, we trained a lot, and I was doing decathlon and high jump, and we were really training a lot, like 5 times a week, so 6 times a week. Yeah, of course, this was different, but
Yeah.
from my 20s, I was training less and less, and since I'm, let's say, 25, I'm really I'm more or less a lazy guy, and I never trained exhausted. So every time when I was training, I
Hmm.
was full of power. I was healthy, and because of that, I never had any bad issues. Yeah, no injuries. Of course, sometimes
No.
the shoulder hurts a little bit, and once I ripped my finger a little bit, and the back hurts from time to time. But I was doing the last 2 or 3 years. I was throwing without any knee wraps because my knee didn't have any problem, and I just wear a belt because I feel a little bit better. But that's it. Yeah. So no main issues, no injuries.
But
It's
did
okay.
you always uh, doing some sport?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. More. Yes. More or less. I was always. Yeah, of course, there were some years when I was doing nothing, but then when Robert came, when we did more with the Highland Games, yeah,
Yeah.
I started training again with squats and all those issues. Yeah,
Uh, but
but
just what you said before, you like to watch different sports. It's also a little motivation for yourself.
yes, yeah. So I like sports, yeah, and I like the I also like the big crowd. I'm going to watch the ski flying in Planica in a couple of weeks. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I was there 25 years ago, and I was there 15 years ago, and now I'm going there again because the energy of such a big crowd, yeah, is
Yeah.
amazing. How positive and how explosive everything is, and the passion you feel there is great. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I really like.
I saw ski jumping in Lillehammer in Norway,
Yeah, nice.
and but also the public with biathlon and ice skating. They
Yeah.
uh, that is one of the reasons I don't like football. There's always violence, and it it seems people hate each other because the one loves that club and the other one is a fan of that club. No,
Yeah, this is for sure. Yeah, but if if you like I'm going, yeah, to ice hockey. Of course, I'm getting older. Yeah,
yeah,
ice hockey is a little bit with more. with more emotion than maybe football. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I know it's emotion, but why should I hate someone else
no, it's not
who is
hating.
for a different?
Sometimes I have to shout to the referee or to some
Yeah, of
opponent
course.
players. Yeah, but but in Austria, if you go watch ice hockey, you can go through the whole stadium. You can go wherever you are. You talk to other people,
Yeah,
and even you meet the players sometimes afterwards. Yeah, there is no problem. It's not,
no,
it's like as soon as they leave the ice, yeah,
yeah,
they they are fine. Yeah, as long as they are on the ice, they are opponents. Yeah, but and also with other fans, it's very peaceful there, and it's cool. Yeah, but as you say, with football, yeah, if they start fighting against each other and throwing rockets and whatever, yeah, this is stupid. Yeah, this is okay. Liebe,
yeah,
if you hear Peter Cast Puma, yeah, say hello from my side, yeah,
yeah.
and
I will.
yeah,
Oh,
and we still have to follow up the discussion if you have hearts on your flag or if it's something different, yeah.
you know what it? You know how we call it? I think you know.
I no, I don't, I forgot it. I think it's something like a sponge or something.
No, those are plants. I'd say plant. Maybe it's the wrong word, but
Okay,
plants in a lake.
yeah, okay,
The frogs like to jump on it.
okay,
You know,
okay,
we call
yeah,
it. Uh, we call it. I don't. I really don't know the Dutch word, but we call it pompenblad, and it,
okay,
and we have 7 on our flag. That means
yeah,
that's 7 different areas
okay,
from the northern of Holland, Friesland,
yeah.
Groningen, Germany, and Denmark. And people who don't like that flag, they call it what you said, hearts. Frisians have a heart.
Reason have a big heart. Yes,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah. But
Good.
that's a short story. Well,
Yeah,
Martin, thanks
good.
again.
Good. Thank
And
you very much
we will see
for
you
sure.
on the field.
Yes, I hope so. Or even the audience. Yeah, I will cheer on you.
Take
I
care of
will.
yourself.
I will do. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.